Hello everybody, I am back with some Dragon Quest, because I felt like it. I basically just wanted to keep playing. I'm hoping to at least get through the part where you recruit Jessica today. Wait. Okay, for a second there I was like, wait, did I not save the last time? But no, I saved. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm planning to get through at least recruiting Jessica and maybe defeating the Kraken or whatever his name is, their name. Actually don't know what gender they are. I think they're male because they sound male, but they're a giant death octopus, so fuck if I know. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it honestly depends on how long the Kraken thing would take, because I like to defeat at least one boss every stream if I can. I'm not really sure if that's going to be possible in some of the later parts of the game, but sure as hell I'm gonna try. But from what I remember, the time frame, and I just pressed the wrong button, still have to get used to circle being what normally X is. Huh. Can't move that little crate, weird. Thought I could. But yeah, I remember that Kraken boss fight and I guess the time in between Jessica's recruitment and Angelo's recruitment not being that long, where you only really have, I think, an hour at most of gameplay, where you, well, I'm not gonna spoil everything I suppose, but yeah, so I'm not really sure if I want to do that right now and just add it to the Jessica bits, or stop after recruiting Jessica and then just do it all before the Angelo stuff. I think what I might do is do the boss fight with the Kraken this stream and then just call it a day when we get to are done with the ship section. I don't really need anything from here, but I am gonna look for mini medals. That's what I've been doing while talking about my plans for the stream. Ooh, treasure chest, me once. I'm not actually sure where all the mini medals are, and I'm not gonna look up a guide because I have found that looking up guides for everything takes the fun out of a lot of the game for me. Huh. I thought there was a door over here. There we go. Do not mind me breaking in, good sir. I am only here to... Oh, whoa, fuck. I wonder if I can actually grab the thieves key over here. That one NPC girl did say something about it, but... I think you need to alchemize it. At the minimum, I don't remember actually getting it from this town, at least. Where have I yet to go into? I honestly don't remember. I'm just gonna move about a little bit, but if I don't find anything more, then I'm just gonna leave it be. But I haven't found any mini medals yet, and I do not think they wouldn't have placed any mini medals in here. In an entire city, they would have placed at least one mini medal. I also remember that you can actually just keep breaking these spots, and there's a small chance that you get a mini medal, I think. Not super high, but high enough that you could farm them if you really wanted to. But you could also just fight monsters. I think I've already looked at these places. Alright, well that's not enough looking around for me. My patience is spent. I'll just do some mini medal farming at some point to get everything. It's not even like I need all the equipment. Gonna grab this one real quick. And nothing. Alright. Time to move on. Did I did spend some time in the inn. I don't think I spent any time in here though. I do really feel like they wouldn't just say that there's a thief's key here. Or they wouldn't mention the thief's key unless it's something you could maybe get here. An antidote herb. Well, that's not bad. I think we only really need to start worrying about antidote herbs when we start recruiting Angelo. And that's about it. I'm sure there are more places I could go, but... And the music just always hit me so much. Heyo!
So, what happened? Did you do what the young girl asked?
Yep, we fixed everything.
What? Dulmagus killed Master Rylus? The same Dulmagus we're looking for?
Apparently.
That fiend killed his own teacher?
Yep. Honestly, he killed a lot more people, so I don't think you should be all that surprised. I guess kill is a strong word, but...
And you say he headed south?
Yep.
Then there's no time to lose. We must go after him at once. Let's be on our way.
Abso-freaking-lutely. I can't wait to recruit Jessica. She is great. Absolutely fantastic in my mind. Fun fact, if you keep going over this way... we'll just keep fighting. Just normal attacking, I mean. Do be careful though, because these rabbits can psych up and they can pack a punch if you let them. I don't think they're gonna be able to actually psych up now, because they haven't psyched up on the first turn. And they usually keep psyching up until at least 20. And that's 2 stages of psych up, so you don't really have to worry about it if you can 2-shot them. But yeah, if we go over here and keep going this way, following this cliff, or... yeah, it's a cliff. You will... find a monster somewhere. Yeah, there we go. You will find a monster over there. And if you were to defeat that one, you would get a... I think it's a silver coin that you can sell for a decent amount of money. But also later on in the game, we will get to an area called the monster area. And after you get there, you can start recruiting monsters that are shown in the overworld. And that was a crit. Nice. The Achosaurus isn't too strong, but you could use him until about C rank, I think. From what I remember, you can only really defeat anything above B rank before Dulmagus. But even just defeating B rank before Dulmagus with all the monsters that you have available to you would be pretty rough. Also, if you move past the monster, as you can see here, there is a chest. I remember the monster actually going after you and this being a little bit rougher. But I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Do 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 do. Alrighty then. Oh. This is really pretty. I know that it's nostalgia mostly, but fuck if I don't find this game beautiful. Just look at that. It's beautiful. And that island over there, we can go there later when we have our ship. Freaking great. Alright. I'm surprised that Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm surprised Decasaurus didn't chase us at all. I remember the first time I played this game and I accidentally found this guy, I was killed. Decasaurus is actually relatively strong to your level. I'd say you need to be at least level 10-ish before you could defeat him, and even then, iffy. I'd say it's iffy. I'm not gonna bother. It's not really worth it, especially because I don't have any specific weapons for the skills I'm using right now, which is gonna make things a lot tougher. I do hope I find a spear and a axe soon. I might just buy them if I can find them before the next boss battle, but I'm gonna try and avoid buying too many weapons and armor from the shop, at least in the beginning. Makes it a little bit more fun in my mind. Also makes the battles a little bit rougher. And makes getting items in treasure chests a lot more fun. I always find when it comes to Dragon Quest JRPGs, the equipment that you get from treasure chests usually is about on par of what you can buy in the shop, so it's not actually better. And if you fully prepare and buy the best stuff you can from a shop, then these treasure chests don't really mean anything anymore, and that's a little bit of a shame. Was there something over there? I don't think so. I don't remember there being any other chest in the area. There's one somewhere in between Valkenburg and the next town over, but I don't remember if I can access it. I do think that... okay, hello. 4 points of damage. I am starting to get a little low, but we now have the healing from the hero. Might have wanted to start this journey in the morning, but getting more experience is a good thing. And if we die, we die. I don't know if this is actually true, but I found that I get less random encounters when I'm on the beaten path. This is where we go to the waterfall, right? Castle Trodian, Fairburg. Oh, this is the way to Castle Trodian. Let's have a look-see real quick. Not where we're going, but still might be a fun time. And I should have focused on the poison slime, but I remember these guys maybe having insta-kills. I doubt it this early on, but you never fucking know. Do. I do know that these bubbly slimes, these poisons... No, they're called bubble slimes, not poison slimes. Do have a poison attack, so we do want to be just a tick more careful there. We do have antidotes, but I'd rather not waste them on random encounters like that. Also don't want to over-level too much, but I think as long as we're not level 15 or above, we should be fine for the next boss. Probably lower, but I haven't played this game in forever, so I don't know how strong the next boss is. I'm guessing that as long as we're not over... As long as we stay in the low 10s, we should be fine for the most part. And I feel like there is supposed to be some sort of chests around here, but for the life of me I can't remember where it would be. For whatever reason I remember getting slime earrings around these parts. Oh, cryptic stick. That's actually equipment, but it's the worst you can get. Oh, I fucking found it. I knew it. I knew it. It would have bothered me. Oh, just a pair of boxes. Okay, I was wrong about the slime earrings, but I wasn't wrong about there being a chest here somewhere. I don't think these boxes are actually better than what we can get now, but won't hurt to check real quick. Transfer. Oh, it's actually slightly better than what Jengus has. Okay. Okay. No, okay, that was a mistake. We will actually use this herb and heal the hero. Then we will go back to Yangus and quickly equip this bad boy. Apparently a pair of boxes are better than what he's wearing right now. There we go. See, if I had actually equipped them properly, this wouldn't have been exciting. There we have it, Castle Trodaine. I always call it Trodian, but it's actually pronounced Trodaine. Which makes sense, it's a better pronunciation, but honestly, as a kid, I usually just read the first part of a word and then just made the rest up as I went on. Defense -10. I don't actually know if that means -10% or something else. I do know that these buffs aren't as needed as in Shin Megami Tensei games. Yeah, there we go. The bridge is cut off. I remember this bit. So yeah, Castle Trodaine. And we see a treasure chest over there. And hello there, boy. I wanted a pet, but alright. Yes. Oh. Okay. Would have been funny if there was a dog monster here, but yeah. Yeah, the bridge to Trodaine is cut. And we're not gonna be able to get back there for a little while. We'll be back in about 10-ish hours. Actually, maybe more than that. I don't actually know. I actually play JRPGs fairly slowly, so it might be more than 10 hours. Oh, if it takes 2 hours to defeat every boss, then 5 bosses, maybe. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Yeah, as you can see, we do have a chest over there as well. It taunts me with it not being able to get it. I'm gonna check over here because there might be another treasure chest somehow, somewhere. I just don't know. I just feel like I'm supposed to be getting those slime earrings. Do. Damn, these guys actually hit fairly hard for this point in the game. If I could get the boomerang, I at least have some sort of AoE. Yeah, that's actually something I haven't explained yet, but some weapons have different targeting areas. Something like a boomerang or a whip will attack groups of enemies. And groups aren't every enemy, but they're basically grouped enemies. It usually contains the same monsters. For example, here you see Bunny Scorn A, and then you see X4. That means that all 4 of them are in the same group. But you could have also had something like maybe 2 Bunny Scores and then a Slime and then another Bunny Scorn, and then you would have group Bunny Scorn A, you would have Bunny Scorn and then A, and then there would be an X2 there. Then you would have a slime, and then another Bunny Score. So not every monster that is the same will be in the same group, but usually they would be. Damn though, this is actually kind of dangerous. If they psych up, I might be in danger. Don't do it, please. Damn, their backs are actually pretty pronounced. Never noticed that before. I might actually want to heal after this, but we'll see. I don't actually remember where I'm going. Oh no, there's a cliff. Can't walk over cliffs. Or through cliffs, or jump off of cliffs. You know, that pepper monster always reminds me of that newer Pokemon. It's called Capis or something. I've always thought that Capis felt like it needed another evolution. That it felt unfinished. That its final form felt like a second stage evolution. Really could use a map about now. Do I go this way? I feel like, wasn't it this way the waterfall, or am I just wrong? I don't think there's another path I can take, so we're just gonna go this way and see what happens. Candy cats. That they are not made of candy. Makes me feel like I want to eat some candy. Okay, I think I actually was right. This is the path to... I don't remember what it's called. Oh no! This is the place where we left. Okay, okay, then I am going the wrong way. That's fair. That is fair. I wish I had zoom. That would make this a little bit easier, because then I could just zoom back. Alright, over here, we'll go back. And it's getting to be day, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, that... I don't think we've seen the Satyr. Satyr? I don't know how to pronounce it. But they're all fairly weak, so it's fine. We're getting to the point where random encounters aren't gonna do much to us until we get to the next area. Which is good. Don't want to accidentally die. That would be embarrassing. Okay, so maybe I went through the wrong exit. Yeah, we have to go this way. Do I want to go this way instead of the path? Probably, just to see if there's any chests around. They sometimes do that, like you've seen before, where they'll put path just off of the beaten path. Don't know if that's actually proper English. The trodden? The beaten? I don't know. I don't fucking know. English ain't my first language, so I don't know all the I don't know all the sayings. I am gonna have to heal soon. It surprised me that I don't just heal from level ups though. I thought that was a thing in Dragon Quest, at least the older ones. Might have been one in Dragon Quest XI, who knows. I don't... yeah, I know for a fact, well not a fact, but I'm 90% sure that you heal when you level up in Dragon Quest IX at least, so maybe that's why. That was the last Dragon Quest game I played before 11. I played Dragon Quest VIII, Dragon Quest IX basically until completion, and having done most things. Getting the best armor, getting... doing those roguelike dungeons for a little while. Also, it's a pretty fun game like that, where you just... Oh, that's not great. Can you stop doing so much damage to my guys? Why am I doing so little damage to them? Oh, good. I do actually like that these guys have a limited number of MP. That makes it a little more fair. Let's see. Let's heal a little bit. There you go, Yangus. Right, so there is whatever bird. You know, I should probably just go on the normal path, because otherwise I'll get lost and just whenever I think there might be a chest somewhere, I'll just grab it. Ooh, those lips. I've always found them a little creepy. Nothing wrong with them design-wise, but just, I don't know. I've always been kinda, like, all slimy and stuff. Maybe it's the green coloration. Okay, we got the sheep. there's the waterfall. We don't need to go there. Could go there, but we don't need to. I don't think there's anything left there that we need to grab anyhow. We got all the equipment, well, all the chests. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I don't think these slimes can transform into a king slime, even though there were 3 of them. That's gonna have to wait for a little bit longer. Let's see. Just gonna be on the lookout for any possible places where there could be chests, and I do believe there's a bridge over there. We might want to check that out, but we saw a little bit of the town we're heading towards. I'm actually gonna check out that bridge over here first, just because I'm curious. Don't remember that being here. Actually, I'll be right back. Hold up. Damn, this battle theme though. This battle theme be great. Alright, let's see what's over here. They wouldn't place a bridge like that in view without there being a reason for it. Maybe there's some sort of treasure chest or a monster. One of those that are in the overworld. Oh, a leather hat. Nice. Oh, they all already have a leather hat. Never mind. Never mind. Wait, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. It is the same. That's fine, though. Well, we could maybe use it for Jessica if she can equip it. I'm not entirely sure if she can, though. Oh, that Jessica and Angelo have different things they can equip. Okay. This might be a shortcut of some kind, but we do not need a shortcut. I'm also surprised I'm not one-shotting these Capsy chums at this point. Alright. See if there's anything else around this bit before we go into the town or village. I'm gonna call it a village. Must be, right? A leather hat, another one. Might be able to sell them at some point if we get too many of them. Not sure what we'll do with the money if I'm not actively buying equipment. That's the thing that costs the most a majority of the time. I might break that rule if I see a equipment that has a good battle effect that you can just use. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything here, and we might be walking all the way back if I keep going. Still gonna check it out, because otherwise it's just gonna make me feel like I'm missing out on something. Ooh, dang! Nice crit, buddy. Wasn't necessary, but you did it. You did it, Yangus. I am proud of you. Don't actually know if you can increase crit chance for any of these guys. Maybe for the hero or Angelo, but I don't think anyone else. And we got another stick. Well, most of the enemies don't really drop anything amazing. Yeah, okay, we're just right on the path. We'll just... Wait, path stops here? Interesting, I'm just gonna check this out. Gotta check it out, I'm curious. There must be a reason why they would just stop the path over here, right? The bridge was a shortcut, I think, where we basically just skipped a little bit of the route to get to the next city. I'm just gonna keep calling it the city. Doop 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 doop. Yeah, maybe not. Gonna go up to that hill, see if we can spot anything. Ah, little kitten licking his face, or I didn't actually read the text. I just found him meow cute. Alright, let's see if we can find anything. Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing shit. Alright, well, whatever. Not important, I suppose. Can't have secrets in every corner of your world. Yeah, no. For a second there I was wondering if I was actually streaming. But no, I am streaming. Wouldn't have been the end of the world because I didn't save yet, and I don't mind replaying this part, but... I have had it happen before where I thought I was streaming and then I wasn't, and it was a little embarrassing for me. Not as bad as when I had that 8-hour stream of We Were Here Together and I forgot to turn on the audio. But honestly, those type of things happen. I've never been much for details when it comes down to it. I can force myself when it's important, but usually I just drift through life not really minding them. Okay, we can finally one-shot these lip guys. Good. These lips. Alright. Should be fairly close. Don't even know where the hell we are, honestly. At this point we're just following the trail. And we have a mountain or something. Oh! Hello. I think this might be the first time I've ever been here. That is genuinely surprising that after how many times I've replayed this game, I never came to here and I just discovered something new. I'll take it though, that's pretty cool. Maybe because I replayed it so much, I have a habit of just going straight from point A to B and you're not really focusing on the minutiae of things. Seems like some sort of abandoned home. There's definitely gotta be something in here, right? Was almost afraid that it was locked. Oh, hello. I was thinking this was some sort of abandoned home that I could ransack. Who might you be? I don't often get visitors all the way up here. Well, now that you're here, maybe I could ask you a little favor. Sure. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so clean out your ears and get listening. If you go outside and look at the view from the top of the mountain, you should be able to spot a tree with red leaves. I had a bit of a... Why did I suddenly cough? I had a bit of a kip there when I was out the other day, and it seems I left my tool bag behind. I don't expect you to do this for free. Of course, I'll be able to give you small rewards. I'll be waiting here in my hut for you to bring it. Try not to take too long. Alright. Genuinely didn't know about this. I'll take it. Also, these sacks you can also investigate. A vial of holy water. Holy water. Can I break this? No. Unbreakable chairs. Alright, let's see if we can find a tree with red leaves. Tree with red leaves. I think he means this place where we can just have a look-see. A red tree, a red tree. I think that's where we came from. Oh, I see it. And oh, and that's where we're going. But yeah, I see the red tree. We have to go that way. It's further away than I expected. I thought it might just be in that grove over there that we found. Alright, red tree ahoy. I wonder what kind of reward we're gonna get. Maybe an item or maybe some money. I'm hoping it's an item of some kind. That would be cooler in my mind, but I wouldn't say no to some money. It's fairly early on, so I don't think we would get more than a couple hundred gold, but it's still. Oh, can't. Okay. Thought maybe these hills were shallow enough that we could just walk over. But yeah, they don't say anything about this, so I'm a bit surprised it's there. Hey Hermit, what's up? Just playing some Dragon Quest again and doing a side quest that I actually never knew about, so I'm a little excited. I've played this game so many times, but I didn't know there was some sort of hermit up on top of a mountain that has a little side quest for you. It's nothing major, just grabbing some tools. Might be some sort of mini-boss in there, but still, it's cool stuff. Shit, I forgot where the tree was. I know it's around this direction. We need to find a tree with red leaves, and I saw it from atop the mountain. Side quest for the Dragon Quest. Yeah, basically. Don't think we're gonna find a dragon, though. We're not gonna find the dragon until at least the later portions of the game. I think it was somewhere this way. Fuck, I am not great at directions, I'll tell you that. Do wish that the encounter rate was a little bit less steep. These guys can't really kill me anymore unless I really let myself go, but like, see, they don't even do much damage anymore. Still decent for experience, not great, and I don't want to get too over-leveled, but from what I can tell, we're not gonna level up much more than 10 at most on these enemies specifically. Okay, I know it's past the bridge, but it's not as far as the area, that area over there. Not as far as the new town we're supposed to go to. I think it's not as far as the checkpoint at least. So it's somewhere in this area. Totally forgot about the checkpoint. But that tower in the distance is the next dungeon we're gonna enter. It's a pretty cool dungeon in my mind. It ramps up the difficulty a decent bit from what we've seen so far. And actually feels like a dungeon. I don't think that the waterfall really counts as a dungeon because it's basically just a straight path, except for maybe one bit where you can take two paths. Oh, there we go, I found the red tree. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I wonder if you can grab the tools even if you didn't talk to the guy, the hermit. Should have probably gone for the fire, the living fire. Fire spirit, they're called. But nah, it doesn't really matter. That Frizzle does do a lot of damage though. Luckily their normal attacks don't do anything. But they can actually survive 2 of my attacks. That is surprising. I really thought that that wouldn't be the case. But then they probably have something akin to 11 HP. So they can barely survive 2 attacks. Because my guys at the best right now hit them for 5 HP. All the enemies don't have... oh, wait, nice. Na 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 na. Oh. I'm getting a lot of skill points that I'm not putting in anything useful right now, but I'm not gonna put anything into skills that I'm not planning to use later on, because that would be kinda dumb. Well, it wouldn't be dumb, it's not like we don't get a lot of skill points, but yeah, it's not like I need it right now. I'm surprised that these bubble slimes haven't poisoned me yet. Maybe I was mistaken and these guys can poison me, but in every other Dragon Quest game these guys can poison. Maybe I've just been lucky, but I feel like that's not gonna be the case. I've never been lucky. Alright, we got the tools. Now we just have to head back to the mountain, which is this way. It's gonna take a little bit, but we'll get there. I wonder if I've missed other side quests in Dragon Quest VIII, because I've literally never done this before. It's not a major side quest, there wasn't even a boss, but still. I'm just perplexed that I just didn't know about this. It sort of makes sense, because the first time I played this game and the times I would mostly do the most exploration would be when I was a kid, and as a child I wasn't really the most patient or explorative person. I was always the more of a I want my reward type of guy. I've mellowed out a little bit in my old age. Now I can smell the roses and actually appreciate the journey. Not as much as I would like, but better than when I was a child. Maybe it's just that my focus has increased. It's kind of funny because for example, when it comes to games like Xenoblade Chronicles X, one of my favorite games of all time at this point, because how I was as a kid, I could not appreciate them, because Xenoblade Chronicles X is a game that you do need to smell the roses. You really need to appreciate the journey instead of the destination. Because Xenoblade Chronicles X's story isn't the best of the X series, it's pretty basic. Alright, hold up. Alright. Yeah, it's honestly kind of a shame that I don't have any more major Xenoblade games to play. I've played all of them. I'm actually playing Xenosaga right now. But, fucking hell. Need some water real quick, jeez. Yeah. Maybe I should open up a window. The air might be a bit dry. Yeah, I'm playing what the hell? Oh, okay. For a second there, my brain was like, wait, did I have inverted controls? But no, my brain was just being weird. Am I supposed to go this way? I don't remember where that fucking mountain entrance is. Yeah, right now I'm playing Xenosaga, but it's a pretty slow start. I've played it for about 3 hours now. And the only real combat I've had was the tutorial combat. I did read up on Xenosaga a little bit. Nothing to do with any spoilers though, just about the game in general. And they did warn me beforehand that the game is fairly slow in the beginning and that they do have hour-long cutscenes. So I'm prepared for it. It's just that I know for a fact that when I was a kid I would not have finished that game. Okay, no, not this way. Fuck, where the hell am I supposed to go? Why do I suck at remembering things? Because I don't pay attention, that's why. But I am getting a little bit more into it. I'm finally at the point where the action is starting. And while I'm not entirely sure about the combat, it's similar to Xenogear, where you have different combos you can use. Using, in this situation, ranged and melee attacks. And I'm hoping that it's gonna open up a little bit, but we'll see. I'm trying not to judge too much right now, because it is a fairly old game at this point. It's, I'm guessing, older than Dragon Quest VIII. But they're both out on PS4. Not PS4, PS2. They both came out on the PS2 initially. And I think they're both from 2004, but I'm not entirely sure. I honestly don't remember how old Dragon Quest VIII is either. I do think Dragon Quest VIII looks a bit better than Xenosaga, but that might just be my nostalgia talking. I'm not gonna be too biased about that. And some of the cutscenes from Xenosaga do have a lot of character. I just saw the cutscene where Cosmos wakes up. And I really had to chuckle at this one guy just shaking his legs in fear. It's really fun. I didn't expect that kind of character in cutscenes from PlayStation 2 era. I usually feel a lot more stilted. But yeah, I am excited for Xenosaga though. I know that the games aren't... That's... Okay, yeah, we need to go this way. I know... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's the place we had to go. I know that the game... Or the game series, the 3 games, aren't entirely finished. They are technically finished because you have the the 3 games, but they didn't have the time to do everything they wanted to do while making the Xenosaga games. Where, if I remember correctly, they had to rush the second one and rush the third one even more. But they do say that the Xenosaga 3 is a pretty good ending to the series, so that's the most important part. And Xenosaga 1 is supposed to just be a solid JRPG, so I'm hoping that that's the case and that I will have another part of the Xeno series to love. Fuck, where am I? Okay, there's the mountain. I do hope that the new Xeno game comes out at some point. Yet I also sort of hope that it doesn't, because I'm not entirely okay with the practices that Nintendo has been doing, and I am not planning to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. So even if a new Xeno game came out, I'm not gonna be able to play it, which sucks. I would be super sad if they made a really good Xeno game and I wouldn't be able to play it. It would be the one thing to tempt me to actually buy a PlayStation, not a PlayStation 2, a Switch 2, but I know, man, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Right now it's not a big deal because there haven't been any major Switch 2 games that I wanted to buy. At least no exclusive Switch 2 games. I was a little tempted by that new Pokemon game because I like Legends Arceus, but after I saw the trailers, I thought it looked pretty shit. And I don't know how the what is it called? Oh, hey! I didn't know there was a Drakey here. God, I keep finding new things about this game. But yeah, I didn't know there was a Drakey here. It's not gonna be strong, so I'm probably never gonna recruit it when I have the option, but still. You have a fucking Drakey here. I might be able to defeat it for one of those coins and a bronze coin and be able to get some more money out of it, but I don't think I need any more money, so we're not gonna bother. Also, as much as Drakey itself isn't gonna be powerful enough to really help me, it might still kick my ass because these overworld monsters can be really strong. I doubt it. I feel like Drakey is one of those monsters that I could handle at this point. It's not gonna be as strong as the Hackasaurus, which is a silver coin monster. I do know there's some sort of buffalo. A chicken buffalo guy. Which, now that I realize it, might have been some sort of callback to buffalo wings. I think I need to heal, but I'm not going to, because I'm just gonna try and get to the house first. Don't know why though. Ooh, we're actually pretty far from the house. I'm a little scared. Well, it's almost daytime, so we shouldn't be too afraid. They are too stunned to move. That is good for us. Alrighty then, where is my reward? Better be something good. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Ah, you found it. Let's see. Yep, this is the one. This is definitely my tool bag. Thank you. I suppose I'd better give you that reward I promised. Hey, you there. Yes? That little mouse you got there is no normal mouse, is it? It's your pet, is it right? Here, have this cheese as your reward. Oh, we're getting some cheese. That's cool. Felix places 8 pieces of plain cheese in the bag. It may just be plain old cheese, but that mouse of yours is sure to like it. And I could be wrong, but try giving it some next time you get yourself into a fight with some monsters. You'll never know what might happen. Anyway, that's enough noise out of me. Thank you again for bringing my bag back. Yeah, so this cheese is gonna give our little mouse friend some breath attacks. And breath attacks are AoE attacks that hit every enemy, and they're decently strong. I think they don't really skill with anything, and I don't actually know how strong they are, but we'll give them a try. Not immediately, but when we get the chance. Just gonna heal real quick. Use, there we go. See, the reward was alright. I had hoped for some sort of weapon or of some kind, but some plain old cheese is good as well. Let's see, let's give the cheese a try. Oh shit, I don't think I have the equipment. No. Yeah, I don't have the cheese in my my item slot. Alright, we're gonna just have to wait. No. I keep thinking that circle is cancelling out, man. Alright, now we're actually gonna continue the main story. We're gonna go to the village and see what we can do there. I know what we can do, but don't want to spoil F-String, even though I have already kinda done so. You know, if you've never played Dragon Quest VIII and you don't want to be spoiled, you probably shouldn't be watching this. Wonder if I have any items that will lessen the encounter rates. As much as I like the simple combat of this game, I do have my limits when I've been kind of doing it for an hour now. We did have some holy water, which should... There we go. Might want to buy some holy water for later on. I don't actually know if we're supposed to go this way, but I'm just gonna go this way. Oh hey, there's another one. It's a night slime. Okay, that's cool. I might actually use him at some point. He has some healing potential, I believe, and he's also a decent monster overall. Fuck, man, I have no clue where the fuck I am, though. Oh? Wait. Did I walk all the way to the freaking waterfall? Did I actually just walk all the way to the freaking waterfall? Are you serious? Fuck. Okay. Guess we did that. Seems like the waterfall is a lot closer than I expected. Or maybe I just walked really far away. Who the fuck knows? That's a little embarrassing. Yeah, we walked all the way back. Okay, that's on me. That's absolutely on me. That was my mistake. To be fair, when you're not on the narrow path, it's kind of difficult to figure out where the hell you are. Right then, let's hope that this holy water lasts until we get to the next town. Yeah, okay, we should be fairly close. Maybe it won't last until the next town, but we should still be fine. I am gonna buy some holy water though, the next chance we get. Call me lazy if you will, but we're already at a pretty decent level anyhow, so don't want to overlevel too much. Okay, that's where the waterfall is, I believe. I hope. Then over here, we are going to the village. I think I see something over there. Is that the chest? There are more of those overworld monsters than I expected. And no, that was a rock. And am I going the wrong way again? What the hell? Yeah, I might be going the wrong way again. Okay. We'll just go this way. Oh! There we go. Treasure chest found. Wasn't going the wrong way at all. Was going the right way. Are these those slime earrings that I keep thinking should be around here somewhere? No, just gold. It's fine though. And we're gonna see a lot of random encounters now. That's fine though. Okay, that's the bridge. And there's the checkpoint. Okay, we're back on track. We are back on track, finally. Right, I'm not sure if we're gonna get the cutscene at the checkpoint. I remember we should be, but my memory is flawed, as you might have noticed. Oh, there's another treasure chest. Nice. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Huh. I do remember there being some sort of guy here, but maybe I'm just wrong. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So we're in a different area, so we're gonna get some stronger monsters here. So we might want to be careful. I do like these foxes. They're cool. I don't know if that Drake... Well, the Drake Mage is gonna be a mage. I was gonna say I don't know what the Drake Mage is gonna do, but it's in the name. Also, I'd rather him sapping us than actually using offensive magic, mainly because avenging magic does do a ton of damage. Alright, let's get ourselves an item. Let's grab ourselves an item. I'm hoping it's some sort of weapon, especially for Yangus, as I haven't been able to upgrade his yet. Ah, there we go. Those are the slime earrings I was thinking about. They were just besides the checkpoint. And we got these guys. Alright. Also, should probably put some of the chew. Yee, that's not great. I need to heal Yangus post haste. Okay, good. I do not want Yangus to die. Okay, spells, heal, items. We should have some medical herbs here. I think okay. So I was a bit afraid that maybe the hero wouldn't heal Yangus before he got attacked again, and that's why I used the medical herb, mainly because from what I remember, items always go first. But apparently I was wrong. It really just depends on the speed of the character. You're definitely gonna kill this mushroom man first, because he seems the most dangerous if he can get us to go to sleep. And please attack the hero! You can wake up from sleep if you get attacked, so I'd rather they attack the hero right now. I do like the tiny animations of the status effects though, that's neat. I didn't actually remember that they had those. I remember them having them on the overworld, but I didn't remember having them on the portraits of the characters, which is pretty neat. Damn though, these guys are actually kind of strong. I am taking a lot of damage, but I'm sure that this is actually a pretty tough encounter. Fuck, this guy can actually survive 2 blows. Holy shit, he is doing a lot of fucking damage though. We need to be really fucking careful and just stay on the path, because there's a decent chance I might actually die if I don't. Okay, definitely gonna heal up. Thank God I bought a decent amount of healing herbs, otherwise I would absolutely be fucked. Alright, let's stay on the path. No more backtracking or exploring, because otherwise we'll die. We can do that after I'm actually at the town and don't risk having to do all of this again if I die. Alright, just one of the fencing foxes, we can handle that. Alright, I see our destination. Well, not now, but I saw it. Not the tower though, that's the next dungeon. We are over here. Sap. Right, here we are. Gonna immediately go to church and save, and hopefully also heal at the inn. Hello. I do find this town slightly charming.
Halt! Who goes there?
I am Felix, hero of Dragon Quest. Would bandits just walk in through the front?
Come on, Mash. Let's get 'em! Yes, sir, bangers.
Bangers.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Yeah, it's mash and bangers. That's, I think, just a breakfast or food, you know. But yeah. It is interesting because the background here is the only time this is used, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty neat. You can actually lose this, but these guys aren't that tough, so let's start with Mash. Let's mash him up.
What on earth are you
Oh.
two rascals
Apparently you can't
Stand at
use.
once.
Apparently you can't lose this. I thought you could, but I remember this actually being a fight.
Where are your manners? That's no way to welcome travelers. Ow! Ow! Didn't Miss Jessica ask you to run an errand for her? And here you are playing around. I forgot.
Oh, I forgot.
You'd better run a... Yikes! I'm so sorry. They don't mean any harm.
It's fine, they're
It's
children.
just that our village has been through a lot lately. Ask around for yourselves. You'll see.
I really don't care
There's
enough.
nothing wrong with the place, mind. It's a lovely village, really. Make yourselves at home.
Alrighty then. I don't actually know if there's anything specific we're supposed to do here, or just immediately beeline it for Jessica. But we will explore just a little bit, see if we can find any medium metals around. At least some treasure chests. Nothing over here? Nope. Can enter every well, but not every well has anything interesting in it, unfortunately. We are quickly gonna save and then heal ourselves by going to the inn. Oh. Faithful servant of the goddess, how may our church assist you? We are confessing. Yep. Yep. There we go. Alexandria, that's the name. I knew it was something with an A, but I couldn't remember. I've successfully recorded your adventure log. Do you intend? Yes. I do intend to continue for just a little bit longer. Alright, first let's go to the inn and heal up. Oh, little kitten. I don't think you actually... Fuck, I keep pressing circle when I should be pressing X and the other way around. Vial of holy water, that will be useful later on. Welcome to our inn, weary traveler. Would you like to spend the night or just rest for a while? Stay overnight. Do. Alright, let's see if we can find a recipe. It's a quarterly journal called King of Adventure. Newsflash, you can get different information from the same people depending on whether it's day or night. It's like a town has two faces. And remember, the things you hear may not sound particularly important at first, but you never know what may come in handy later on. Ah, yes, but I don't really talk to NPCs all that much unless I absolutely have to. I just do not have the patience for it. Okay, there's Jessica's house, but we first want to buy some medical herbs and some vials of... No, not what I meant. Thought this was the... I thought that this was the item store. Where's the item store? Got the weapons store and a armor store, but where is the item store? Is it over here? Might be. Oh, they don't have one. Okay. That's surprising. Guess we're not getting any holy waters today. Or do you guys have anything? We only go to the Eastern Tower once a year on Alexandria Day, a holy day when there's no monsters about. It's still quite a way off, but my father already down in the dumps about not being able to go this year. Why not? We always go and see the statue of Alexandria once a year. It's what keeps me hanging on, you know. We're all supposed to be going again not long from now, but I doubt that'll be possible under the circumstances. Ah, shame. Sorry to hear it. Nothing over here. Any pots I can break? No, but there's another one over here. Chimera Wing, that's basically Zoom, which is gonna be useful for us. Alright, let's go to the big house over there. Welcome to the Albert family residence. Thank you. Anything over here? No. No looting for me today. Well, at least not on the outside. Inside is fair game, though. There was never any need for a guard here in the past. I was hired just after Master Alistair died, so I'm still quite new here, really. That doesn't mean I'll be putting up with any shenanigans, though. Make sure you behave inside of the mansion, do you hear? I will only break the pots when I see them and maybe snoop around a little bit when I shouldn't. But aside from that, I am on my best behavior. Hello, anybody here? No? Just gonna snoop around then. A piece of plain cheese, thank you very much. I should actually put those plain cheeses in my inventory. Items, bag, few bag content. Oh, I didn't use these either, okay. Transfer, can I only transfer one at a time? That seems... Okay, yeah, I can only transfer them one at a time because they only count as... They count as a separate item in my inventory. Don't really have any other things I need inventory space for the hero, so... I can just fill it with cheese. Then... Let's put it in the hero's bag. We'll just get rid of the bandana. These are accessories. It's a slot that we hadn't had to use before. And I suppose this is fine. Not what I meant to do because I keep forgetting that's... It's fine. I keep forgetting that circle isn't cancelling out and it annoys the crap out of me. I don't know why PlayStation 2 games have done that or when the shift happened that that circle's cancelling out and X is confirmation. I don't know when that shift happened, but it must have been when I was still very young, because whenever I played any PlayStation 2 game that did circle being confirmation, it just would fuck with my brain so hard. I had the same thing with Xeno Saga. It just feels wrong. It feels wrong. Maybe I'm just too used to DS games though, because their X, the bottom is that. And who might you be, good sir? You seem to be more colorfully dressed than most. Haha, congratulations, you have the great pleasure of meeting the world-famous poet Lorenzo. Not only am I the son of the Chancellor to a large and prosperous kingdom, but I'm also the lovely Jessica's fiancé. Yes, that's me. She lost her brother recently, so I came here today to comfort her, but I seem to be faced with an unexpected obstacle to our love. There are some brats in the front of her room who won't let me in. The sea of true love is strewn with the flotsam of despair. But I have crested the waves of adversity and find harbor in my lady's bosom. Bosom? Alright. Hello. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rosalind Alberts. Sadly, my family is currently in mourning. No one is permitted to set foot outside the house. I'm afraid that my daughter is less than happy about this arrangement and has confined herself to her room. She's even asked those boys to stand guard at the door. I'm sure I don't know what's got into her. Maybe she's mourning as well in her own little way. Alright, well... there we go. Well, I haven't been in these places yet, so let's explore that first. Nope. Okay, Wayfarer clothes should be better than what we have currently, so let's just quickly change into those. Transfer. And then right... Oh. Slightly worse, actually. How is this slightly worse? Defense 24. No, it's slightly better. Okay, Oh. Okay, yeah. No, it took away from the attack, not the defense. Yeah, okay. I was genuinely surprised. I thought that plain clothes were the worst. And I was right. See anything over here? Got some pots that need breaking. Seed of magic, that's gonna be useful for later. Then we got the mouse hole, that's gonna be useful for later. Oh, can already do it? I thought that was only for later. Huh. Thought we actually had to talk to the boys first. Yeah, so you have some sections in the game where you're controlling Munchie. It's nothing crazy, but we are supposed to go to Jessica's room this way because the boys will not let us in and we need to go to Jessica's room to keep the story going. It's pretty cool, honestly. I know that they didn't really have to shift the models or anything or make new models because they just work. They can just make the models bigger, but it's still cool. And I think I also saw a mouse. I am actually gonna be right back though. Hold up. Alright, let's go to the broom. What? Oh! Okay, I was already thinking I'm moving kind of slow, but if I press circle I can do this loop-de-loop thing. Okay, that's cool. Das ist cool. Hello there. Oh, is that the... I thought that was an actual mouse. Hello. You are actually moving and breathing, so you're an actual mouse. What are you doing here? Yes. When she obtains Jessica's letter. Skipping some of the plot here, but it happened by accident, so... Not my fault. Nicest room, though. Even got stairs on my room. That's pretty cool. Can you actually fall? Oh, yeah, okay. Didn't think you would actually be able to fall on top of the stairs. This is a pretty cool section in my mind. When I first saw this, I was pretty surprised. Pretty fucked up though, now that I think about it, because we don't know that there's anything wrong with Jessica or anything. We just went snooping inside of her room. When she brings over the letter, Felix takes the letter and reads it.
I don't know who will find this letter, but please consider it my last will and testament. I am going to the tower in the east. I will not return until my brother's death is avenged. Mother, I'm sorry for the damage I've caused to our family's reputation. But this is about something far bigger than tradition. I must follow my heart, no matter the consequences. Please forgive me. And to Bangers and Mash, I'm sorry for lying to you. I hope you'll forgive me as well. Signed, Jessica.
Sorry, but Bangers and Mash, it gets me every time. Alright, good boy. Damn, I can't believe I haven't found any mini medals yet. Right, let's talk to Bangers and Mash just real quick. Might have already checked it. Yeah, I definitely checked these. Alright, Bangers, Smash. How you doing today? Lady Rosalind and this bloke called Fancy, no Francis, fiance or something, have gone downstairs for lunch. I don't know what kind of thing the Albert family eats. Oi, it's you. I'm sorry about before, but not sorry about it. Sorry enough to let you through here. I'm under orders. See, Jessica said she doesn't want to see anyone, so I can't let people through. What? She's not in her room? Ha, I knew you were dodgy from the first moment I saw you. So don't think you can put one over on me. There's no way she's not in her room. So prove it. You can't just say something like that without proof. Are you a complete sicko or what? Wicko? Well, let's go to the tower and get Jessica back. Fuck. I honestly don't remember what kind of boss fight we have after this. Will you... I'm a peddler, yes. Okay, I knew it. It would have been weird if there wasn't some sort of peddler for the miscellaneous items. I'm a peddler. I travel about selling my wares. I came through the western checkpoint to get here. It was very strange. It looked like it had been broken open by some kind of terrifying force. I wonder what it was. It was a weird gesture. Oh, come on, give me money. Okay, please allow me to get money. Let me buy stuff from you. Oh, how about you? What about you, small child? My dad says that women like Miss Jessica are really fa-fa-foom. What do you think he means? I wonder if I can be... I'm not gonna talk to a child about that. Also, your dad shouldn't be talking to a child about that. Sorry to intrude. I'll be right out of here. Okay, medical herbs, useful. It genuinely surprises me that there's no place where I can buy miscellaneous items. I feel like that would have been a bigger deal. Oh, hello. Hello there, traveler. Welcome to Alexandria. Bulmegas, sorry, I've never heard of him. Fair enough. Alright. Let's use our last holy water to prevent us from having to fight too many random encounters. There's actually another monster. Fuck, I don't remember what I call them. They're basically monsters that... overworld monsters. There's another overworld monster here. It's also a bronze monster, but it's pretty cool. It's a buffalo wing thing. Don't need to go over here. There is the tower. Funnily enough, even though people say it's far, it's actually not that far for us. Oh my god, was I supposed to show the letter to bangers? Fuck, I might have actually needed to show the letter to bangers to move the story along, because we don't know how to open that fucking door, dang. Maybe because I did it in the wrong sequence, I fucked up. Fair enough. Ah yes, healing slimes. They are, well, are they? Yeah, they're called healing slimes. Healing slimes. They can be pretty rough. Especially if they're mixed with other characters, other monsters. Might want to speed up random encounters just a little bit. There is a option for that if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember though, but yeah, we need to go back to Bangers and show him Jessica's letter. If we're lucky, we won't get any random encounters. Alright, luck is on our side, it seems. I wonder if we just had to talk to him again, or if we have to do something else outside of having Jessica's letter. Wait, was Jessica's letter in our inventory? Maybe I have to have it in my inventory. Transfer, we're just gonna put it in here, and hopefully that's enough to... no. Hopefully that's enough to actually get the story moving again. Alright guys, here's the stupid letter now. So prove it. There you go, buddy. Now show me how to get into the tower. Felix reads Jessica's letter.
Find this letter, but please consider it my last will and testament. For by the time you read this, I will already be gone. I am going to the tower in the east. I will not return until my brother's death is avenged. Mother, I'm sorry for the damage I've caused to our family's reputation. But this is about something far bigger than tradition. I must follow my heart, no matter the consequences. And to Bangers and Mash, I'm sorry for lying to you. I hope you'll forgive me as well. Signed, Jessica.
What? A letter from Jessica? No way! You're lying!
Look at it then.
She's been in her room the whole time! So how could she give you a letter? I dunno. It sounds sort of real to me. Okay, fine. I'll check her room. But if I'm right, you better leave and never come back! Got it? Right, just wait here. No running away now. Hey! She is gone!
Yep.
Give me that letter!
Felix gives Jessica's letters to Bangers. Bangers with a C.
This, if she really did go to the tower, she'll end up just like her brother, Alistair. This is bad. This is really bad. We've got to do something. We've got to get her out of there. You! This is partly your
How is it
fault.
my fault?
So, I'll open the door to the tower. You go in and get her. Got it? Okay. We've got to hurry. To get to the tower, go left down the path outside the village.
Bangers joined your party.
Oh, one more thing. I'll leave the monsters to you lot. Listen, Mash. Whatever you do, don't let Jessica's mum find out where she went. Yes, sir, Bangers. Good. Come on. We've got to hurry.
Alright, let's go. Taking a child into a dangerous situation is the JRPG way. I do wonder why they made Bangers slightly slower than the protagonist at full sprint. Seems like a little bit of a... I don't know, I won't say design flaw, but seems kind of weird to me. Wouldn't you just give them the same movement speed? Otherwise he'll just move really far behind you. Oh, well. I didn't know that holy water actually kept this effect as you move between areas. I thought that it left after you move between an area. Good to know, and that's not ideal. These guys crit pretty often, so gonna have to be careful there. Shit, Genghis is really taking it. I think I should still have enough healing herbs, but this is gonna be a rough one. I might actually die in the tower if I'm unlucky. Let's see. Oh, the letter is gone. Shoot back content, that's antidotes. Do I have any healing? No. Then Yengish, you have a couple good. Alright, I still have 4 after that. That's not bad. That is not bad indeed. As long as I don't have any really tough random encounters, we should be fine. Maybe it was one of those living statues that was the boss here? I genuinely actually don't remember. Would be weird if we didn't have a boss though. Should have gone for the mushroom now that I think about it. He can actually put you to sleep and that would be way more dangerous. Alright, no more random encounters. Heck yeah. Alright, so there's a really stupid secret to unlocking this door.
We made it! Jessica's in there! Now, let's get this door open. It's a special door, you know. Only the people of Alexandria know how to open it. Go on, give it a try if you don't believe me.
Weren't we in a hurry though? No matter how you push or pull, the door doesn't budge. It seems to be locked.
See? Told you. Only Alexandrians know how to open this door. This is an emergency, so I'll show you how to open the door.
I will tell everybody I meet.
Never to tell anyone. Okay, here we go. Open sesame! Pretty cool, eh? It opens from the bottom.
Yeah, my dad used to use the same trick for,
I'll head back to the village now. You help Jessica.
Dang. Yeah, sure. See you later, man. Yeah, my dad actually used to use a similar trick where he installed the door handle the opposite way, and that meant that you were supposed to pull the handle up instead of down, and if you didn't know that, then you couldn't open the door. Don't know how long that trick would last, but still. This wasn't for the actual door though, this was for something else. And wow, that's actually kind of scary. Well, let's use our plain cheese to see if it does anything. And can you equip it? I did not know that you could equip it. Oh, by the way, these frog faces actually have a bit of a mechanic in combat, where when you hit them, they will turn around and you'll see their evil face and they will do way more damage. But if you hit them again, they'll return to being frog faces, and then they will do a lot less damage. Shit, please don't fall asleep. Okay, good. See, these fuckers are really dangerous if you let them be. Eat, my mouse friends. Fuck, man, though. This is a pretty rough encounter for the first one. Don't know why you can equip. Please don't. Good. Why you can equip cheese. I doubt you actually can. But yeah. Oh. Oh. Please don't. Please fucking don't. Please don't attack. Don't attack. Don't attack. Fuck. If the hero dies, I'm basically fucked. Okay. At least the frog. Okay, fuck your attack, Genghis. Okay, I need to be really fucking careful here. Okay, at least the heal goes first, I think. Don't think the hero was faster than the mushrooms over here. Yeah, rough first encounter, mainly because I don't have much AoE except for the cheese, and they only do about 7 damage each, so... Please don't fall asleep. Fuck. Alright. Let's see, let's go this way first. It's the bigger door. Makes sense. Damn, I haven't been in this dungeon in forever. Okay, we have to get rid of the fork demon, the imp first, because they can do kaboom, which does a crap ton of... Oh, thank fuck. They can't actually cast it, that's good. But they can do other magic that does a crap ton of damage, so we have to be careful. Do have to heal after this, though. Feels kind of bad to keep using, putting in skill points in a skill that I can't use yet, but Would feel even worse to put in a skill that I'm not really planning to use. Also, I might use the hammer skill at some point. I don't need to do that with Yangus yet. Well, he's sort of in the danger zone. Unless we get a really tough encounter, I don't think we're gonna have Yangus be killed, especially if the hero is also still alive. Oh, sweet. Treasure chest, give me another weapon. Or a piece of equipment. Map for the Tower of Alexandria. That's good too. Let's see. Okay. If we go over here, we should be fine. There's a gravestone over there. Ooh, fuck, another tough encounter. That's actually kind of rough, man. It's kind of rough, buddy. It's also not that the monsters on their own are especially tough. It's more that... Fuck, stop attacking Yangus! And please don't fall asleep. Good. But together, when I have a rough time... When I have a rough time killing them quickly, they can be pretty dangerous. Wonder if Yangus can actually one-shot this guy? No. Maybe if he critted, or if he did that 15 amount, did 15 damage. I do think that these things will be two-shotted, so... Yeah. Not really sure how to go about the next round, because I don't want to have that frog face and its turn on the, well, not frog face. Guess we'll just attack him twice and hope that he'll die. Oh shit, that's a little bullshit, I'd say, but see how dangerous these fuckers are? They will absolutely kill you. Whoa, you joined the stream. Is this the first playthrough? No, I have played this game many a times. I really fucking like this game. Fuck no. Wait, why am I on Yangus? I've actually never finished this game though. I always stop right before the last boss. So if I keep going with this game, it will be the first time I will finish it. Let's see. Okay, wait, did I heal Yangus? Fuck, I forgot I was stalking. Stalking too much. Well, going back. Spells, heal, Yangus. Honestly, even the hero is in the danger zone, so I'm a little worried. Cool, I'm doing a retro achievement of this game at the moment. Retro achievements. What do you mean by retro achievements? Do you mean that you're going for some sort of challenge? Ooh, I'm really hoping that you die and not get... Oh, fuck! Damn it. And I don't have anything to heal. Damn, I didn't think the frog would... what the fuck do I do? Guess I do have a Chimera Wing, so I can just use that. But yeah, I did not think that the frog would attack in between. In between those guys. Never heard of a retro achievement. I'm guessing that you like the other Dragon Quest games as well then. I'm personally, my favorite ones are Dragon Quest V, Dragon Quest VIII and Dragon Quest IX, but that's because those are the ones that I played when I was a kid, so a little bit biased there. I've tried playing Dragon Quest XI, but wasn't too much of a fan, which shocked me because everybody kept telling me that it was the best in the series. I am gonna give it another go, but I'm not really sure. It just felt a little cheap to me. Yeah, like Retro Achievement is a website where basically they add achievement to retro game. The website is supported by emulator. Oh, that's pretty cool. Did not know about that. So what kind of achievements are there on there? Is it something like, oh, you have to get this amount of money, or don't spend gold in shops or something? You have to set emulator for it, but then the retro achievement tracks your progress. Yeah, I want to keep going, but I do have to resurrect the hero. Resurrect. Luckily, it's not too expensive. God, one thing that I really have to get used with the older games is the circle button, man. I keep bringing it up, but it's rough. When you're just used to X being the confirmation button, it just feels weird to have circle be the confirmation button. Okay. Right, where's the inn again? It's over here. Good. Yeah, those are my 3 favorite Dragon Quest games, but I have played others. I've played the first Dragon Quest. I think I played the original version, so not any of the remakes, and it was fine. You can't expect too much from basically the first JRPG ever, and it was fun enough for what I played, but overall, let's see, I played also other DQ games. 1 and 4, 5, not finished, 8 and 11. Yeah, so I played 1. I think it's 4. And then 5, which is the Heavenly Hand one. Then I played 8 and I played 9. I've also played 11, but I never finished 11. I've also actually never finished 4. But I have finished 5. 5 I really like. I really like the story. It's really fucking cool. Some of the achievements are to beat bosses under specific conditions, or progress, or collectibles like all recipes and items. Well, that sounds like a fun way to play some older games. I did not know that was a thing, but sounds pretty cool. Not sure I would bother with it myself, mainly because I don't feel like setting up my emulator. Which emulator is it compatible with, by the way? I don't know if there are many PlayStation 2 emulators. I'm using one where you have to put in the BIOS of a actual PlayStation 2. I'm pretty sure that's the best one, but it's just the one that I use. Although, this is really nostalgic for me. I haven't played this game in years. I'm using Retro Arc, yeah, okay. So you're using a different one from me, but PSX2 is the one that I use. So what's your thoughts on Dragon Quest Faces Final Fantasy? Oh, no. I've always been more of a Dragon Quest fan, but I also feel like I've never given Final Fantasy a genuine chance. I've played Final Fantasy 3, but I couldn't finish it, but from what I've heard, Final Fantasy 3 isn't considered one of the best. I do technically have Final Fantasy 7, and I played it for like 5 minutes, but it was on one of those mini consoles that were popular, I think like 5 years or so back. Whoa. 5 years or so back, and I don't know, it felt awkward to just use the arrow keys to move. I might be able to get over it now at this point. And I might play it, but also I would probably just buy it on Steam or something at that point. Damn though, I'm getting unlucky. Ooh, please don't. Oh, it's just, I can't cast spells. That's not the worst thing out there, except that I might want to heal. Well, they're both awesome. Final Fantasy is also good. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy 3, 7, and Genghis might die, which sucks, but I can't do anything about it. Guess, actually, I might still have some medical herbs. Yes, I do. Oh, fuck off. What the fuck? Am I under-leveled or something? What the fuck? I guess I haven't bought any equipment yet, so that could be the problem. Or I'm just incredibly unlucky. Oh my god, I might actually fucking die. I need to flee. Okay, I need to actually get some items to prepare for this. I've also played 13, but I stopped playing 13 pretty early on, mainly because I remember playing 13, then setting my controller down because I had to do something, and then I realized that the game was still playing itself, and that made me not want to play the game, even though I do know that Final Fantasy 13 does get more active. Is that the right word? More engaging to the player later on, but that is what, like 5 hours in? So what, I'm supposed to play a game on autopilot for 5 hours before I can actually play the game? But I've heard some decent things about Final Fantasy 13 overall, so I might give that one another try as well. I don't have that one on Steam, I have that one on the PlayStation 4 I think, but my PlayStation 4 overheated when I was playing Bloodborne a really long time ago. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play that unless I buy it on Steam. Okay, well, we're buying some medical herbs. We'll just get 9. Yes. Give those to Yangus. Yes, we'll buy some Chimera wings. I'm gonna just buy 5 just to make sure that we can just move about easier. Let's see, I entered Final Fantasy franchise from FF4 on Nintendo DS. It was a blast. I played also 3, which is a little worse. I guess it just didn't work for me. Then played 13 and nothing much more honestly. How did that play out? Haha, you didn't input commands and won a fight. Basically, so basically what happened is I went, I grabbed a drink. I put my controller down on the table. I grabbed a drink and then I realized that the game was still playing itself. They were still fighting and I actually won the fight afterwards. And that just, it felt a little awkward to me. Can't buy any holy water, maybe in the next store. Yeah, I don't think I've ever finished a Final Fantasy game though. My friends have recommended that I play Final Fantasy IX because apparently that is the best one. I don't care about whatever gesture is going on, man. I need you to... Okay. Never mind. Guess I can't... Guess I cannot buy any holy water, which is slightly unfortunate, I'd say. I would have appreciated it. I know from that Final Fantasy IX is considered one of the better ones, or at least one of the best ones. The same with Final Fantasy VII, and I think some people really like... And some people really like 10. I've also played Final Fantasy XII, I think. It's the one that kind of feels like an MMO, but isn't an MMO. Resurrection. Who would you like to do that with? I would like to resurrect Yangus. Well, because in 13 you can command only the party leader. The other characters are commanded by AI. I think that's the reason. I also played a little bit of 9 with the rogue MC. I remember him because he has a monkey tail. Yeah, I liked 12. Was it 11 or 12? I don't fucking remember. It's the one that is that takes place in Ivalice. You know, the world of Final Fantasy Tactics. Where is the inn? Do we have an inn here? Yes. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. I really liked the mechanics where you could really control your party members' AI and what they would do. It reminded me a lot of Dragon Age. And I do like myself some Dragon Age, even though I can't really play it anymore because the Steam version keeps crashing on me. I played Tactics but wasn't a super fan. Did you play More strategic. It's a lot different. More strategic. Well, yeah, it's a tactical JRPG. You mean 11/12? I think it's a fine. From what I've seen, it's fine. And from what I did get fairly far in it, but it does take a lot of design concepts from MMOs. So if you're not into MMOs, I don't think you'll like Final Fantasy 11 or 12, whichever it is. Okay, yes, good. Now I think about the tactics one. Well, Final Fantasy Tactics is a tactical JRPG, and that basically just means that instead of having turn-based battles, you have something more akin to Fire Emblem, where you're on a grid and you have to move your pieces around. And it's not exactly the same as a JRPG, so a normal JRPG, so it could be that you're just not, that you don't enjoy that type of gameplay. I don't know if you've played anything. You played it on the DS. Ah. Wait, did you play the second Final Fantasy Tactics or the first one? Because the second one, well, I do like it, and it's fun. It isn't as lauded as the first one. But yeah, I didn't know that they had the first Final Fantasy Tactics on DS, if that's the one that you played. I thought that the Final Fantasy Tactics was on PSP. To be fair, they ported a lot of games on the DS. Well, the second Final Fantasy Tactics, it has a weird concept that a lot of people didn't like, I think. Basically what happens is that instead of being in some sort of fantasy world that's entirely separated from our own, the plot is about a kid that, through magical means, which please don't ask me to explain that because I have no fucking clue, basically transforms their town into the world of Final Fantasy Tactics. So Ivalice. And the story is about the big brother of that kid trying to get his little brother to stop making this happen. Stop making this happen because he wants to go home. The whole story is about facing reality and all that. I also think it's a pretty fun story, but it wasn't for everybody. Also, they had a... Alright, I'm from Italy, sounds interesting. Wayfarer's clothes. Can we equip that on Yangus? I hope so. Transfer seems like not something. Okay. Oh, it's slightly worse than the boxers. Never mind. Okay. No. Didn't think the boxers were that good. It's a fine game. I personally like it. At least from what I've heard of it. I haven't actually played it, but I've seen Let's Plays and everything of it. I like it personally. But I can understand that some people just aren't up for that concept, you know? Where they just want to have another romp in Final Fantasy world, and this isn't exactly it. Also, there was this judge system. Fuck, you do so much damage, and it's a really big pain that you move right between Yangus and the hero. That is a really big pain. But there was also this judge system where judges would appear on the battlefield and basically tell you what you can or cannot do. For example, oh, you can't use magic, and then if you did use magic, you would be penalized for it or something. And some people didn't like that either, which I can understand. It might not always be fun to not be able to do everything. Okay, this one's locked. Alright, let's hope that did I use... I should probably heal. I should probably heal. Luckily I have enough herbs now, but yeah. There we go. I suggest, by the way, using a boomerang in buying a boomerang in Fairbury if you have money. Nah, I'm trying to not buy too much equipment from the stores. Just a fun little challenge for me. I'm not sure how far I'll be going with it, but it makes getting equipment from chest a little bit more exciting, so that's why I haven't really bought any new equipment yet. It's kind of a challenge run if you think about it, even though I haven't really set anything in stone. Yeah, I think you even have, in Dragon Quest XI, you have a option to actually impose that challenge on yourself, where you can't spend any gold in shops. And that's basically what I'm doing, except for miscellaneous items, because, well, I really don't want to have to walk everywhere. Those Chimera wings are super useful until you get Zoom. Even after you get Zoom, because Zoom costs MP, and if you don't have enough MP, you're just gonna have to walk if you don't have Chimera wings. Damn though, I'm surprised at how little damage I do. It might be because I haven't upgraded my weapons yet, but still. I feel like I'm a little bit over-leveled for this area in the game. I don't know how high a level you have to be for this dungeon, but I'm almost level 10. That feels a little bit high for this area. Maybe I'm misremembering it though. Where do I want to go? Can we go in this way? Oh, we're on the other side. Too bad this isn't a shortcut. Ooh, maybe I can open that other door and make that a shortcut. There we go. Not gonna go through it. Okay, let's go up first, because I don't think there's... Wait. Fuck, am I supposed to go up or not? I don't want to go where the story progresses. I'm guessing that up will be not where the story progresses, but I'm not entirely sure. In a retro achievement, there are achievements which require you not to sell items and never black out for the entire game. Also, watching all the Medea cutscenes at the inn and spring. Ah. Yeah, how do you feel about Medea versus Jessica? I remember a lot of people liking the ending in the 3DS version where you were allowed to marry Jessica instead of Medea. I feel it goes a little bit against the whole purpose of the game, but what are your thoughts on that? I'm a PS2 player, Medea all the way. In fact, I do not even like Jessica. What? All she seeks is vengeance, plus she's hypersexualized. Yeah, but I can't really... Also, I think she has a good character arc throughout Dragon Quest VIII, and I understand why people would want to marry her instead of Medea. Mainly because you realistically spent a lot more time getting to know Jessica than Medea. And about the whole hypersexualization thing, I feel like it's a little bit unfair to judge Jessica on that, because most Dragon Quest female characters were sexualized. Wait, did I go to... Whatever, I went the wrong way. Whatever, I'll just go down first. But yeah, personally, I do like Jessica, and honestly, I think it's fine, but I do personally have more of a bias for Medea, like you, because it's how the story was intended to go. The whole marriage to Jessica thing just feels like pure fan service in my mind, because a lot of people like her character and they just wanted to marry her instead of Medea. Also just feels like kind of a douchebag move to Medea to just say, yeah, so I know that I did this whole entire journey to cure you and then marry you, but, well, not actually marry you. Never mind, actually. They were never supposed to get married until spoiler, which I'm not gonna say. Even though I feel like with a 20-year-old game, it's fair game, but still. Did you actually play the 3D... well, actually you said that you're a PlayStation 2 player, but did you play the 3DS version? I did. It's actually the last time I played Dragon Quest VIII. It's the last time I played Dragon Quest VIII, and I liked it. I know what you mean, but by getting to know her, is not playing her as a... Yeah, I know what you mean, but by getting to know her, is not playing her as a character. Yeah, I know what you mean, but by getting to know her is to playing is not playing her as a character to me. Yeah, sorry, I'm not really getting what you're trying to say there. But yeah, the 3DS the 3DS version is fairly faithful to the original version, with only a couple of changes. The UI is slightly different, which I initially didn't like when I played it. And aside from that, you have 2 more party members, which are Red and the monster tamer guy. I forgot his name. I really do like him though. Which I thought were some fun additions, even though they don't really play a big part in the main game. But I did think it was fun. Like, I liked Red and I liked the monster taming guy. Wait, I'm feeling like there might be... No, okay. Just thought there might be a chest there somewhere. And aside from that, I don't remember too many differences aside from the Jessica ending. Oh, I don't even know how you're supposed to get the Jessica ending. I just went for the straight one, I'm pretty sure. What I mean is that by playing a character, I do not get so much attachment. What I mean is that I judge a character based on interaction and dialogue, not because I play her in battle. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair, but overall, let's be honest, Jessica gets a lot more focus than Medea, even if we take out that she is a playable character. And she goes through an entire character arc where she realizes that vengeance isn't the way, right? Or at least where she learns to... Also, I don't actually remember in its entirety. It has been a long time since I played this game, but I remember her getting a pretty decent conclusion to her character arc, right? So, I think it's fair for people to prefer Jessica over Medea. Even if it doesn't make sense for the story for the player to marry Jessica. Even though her design is really good, so, you know, can't blame people for finding it appealing. can't lie and say that I didn't like Jessica's design when I first played this game either. It's pretty striking with the fiery red hair and her fiery personality as well. Also, her initial outfit is really well designed in my mind. Yeah, it's a little fan servicey, but I don't think it's over the top. What I mean is that by playing a character I do not get so much attention. Wait, I think I already read that. Oof. Okay, this is gonna take forever, so we're gonna just use some cheese. I don't know if cheese will eventually actually be worth it or not. I know there are stronger cheeses out there, but I don't know how cheese skills damage-wise. Is it a level thing, or is it something else? I know it doesn't skill with intelligence or anything like that, and really wish you hadn't dodged that. Well, I missed the character development for her when we defeated Omegas, for example. She vanished and we know why. After beating her, all she sees... What? Is that how it went? I feel like I remember her actually having proper character development and growing to really like the party and everything. Maybe I'm just misremembering this though. That could be possible. I'd rather you not heal your friends there, buddy. I'd rather just kill all of you. Ooh, damn, Yangus actually took a decent amount of damage. I gotta heal him. I think she has the X for Angelo, for example, and that's fair. To be honest, yeah, no, Angelo is a bit of a douche. I cannot deny that. He's just a bit of a douche. I think he's still a fun character, but there is a little bit of that old school humor in him that a lot of people don't really like at this point, which I can accept. Oh, fuck me. No. Just fucking no. Thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright, let's see. I feel like... Wasn't there a mini medal in this spot? No. Just an antidote herb. Okay, okay, yeah, there was a chest here at least. Am I just dumb, or are there way less mini medals? Ooh, nice. Or are there way less mini medals? Wait, can Yangus have a shield? I didn't know that. Yes, there we go. Maybe I didn't pay much attention to Jessica, but to me all the vengeance chain is real. Hey White Crane, what's up? Didn't know if I just missed you there, but of course she bonds with all the characters. Yeah, that's basically why I like her, but I understand that I haven't really paid much attention. Well, I haven't, fuck, my brain is kinda fucking over. I haven't played this game in a while, so I might not be remembering everything. That's kinda the biggest thing why I can't give a definitive, oh yeah, she's just vengeance obsessed. I have fond memories of her, so I might be wrong. Ah, well, that's this little crown mean on White Crane's character. Oh. So, do you like any of the characters in this game? Because from what I'm hearing, you're not too happy with either Jessica or Angelo, and that's half the party. I can be wrong, to be honest, but that's what I got from her in my playthrough. Nah, it's fine, man. I think it's a perfectly reasonable way of seeing Jessica. Most of my memories are fairly old, so I might see it the same as you later on. Who knows? Is there some sort of boss we need to fight? Yeah. The statue's eyes are set with a pair of beautiful shimmering jewels. How the hell did we get there before you?
You!
Hello.
I knew you'd be back.
Oh, it's I remember now. Jessica's the boss fight. Fuck, how could I forget?
You killed my brother. Now you'll suffer the same fate.
I don't know why, but I've always thought that that whole fireball shot in the cutscene was really cool.
I guess thieves need to be quick on their toes. But you prepare to die.
Wait, was that only in the 3DS version where Jessica was a boss fight? Fuck, I feel like my memories of Dragon Quest VIII are really not as good as I thought they were. Apparently, I am not remembering a lot. I do like the main cast, don't get me wrong, their character design is okay. It's only that I prefer a lot more Medea than Jessica. It's fair for a character to seek vengeance. So, why do you like Medea as much as you do?
Jessica, it's me. Don't you recognize my voice?
Like, I don't feel like you get a lot of character development from Medea beyond, oh, she is nice. You know, that's basically what I get from her, mostly. That's fair. I just personally think that Jessica's a more interesting character than Medea.
Alistair?
Stay your spell, Jessica. I wasn't slain at their hands.
Stay my spell. But it's too late.
Fuck, she's just running you over.
Alistair? Alistair? Is that really you?
It's me, Jess. You have to listen to me, as do you travelers.
Hello.
After I died, a part of my soul was allowed to linger in this statue. Even now, as I speak to you, the power keeping me here begins to evaporate. Time is short. Look into the statue's eyes. The truth lies within. Hurry! The day I died, the door to the tower was already open. I thought it was strange, so I decided to look around and see for myself. That's when I saw him. Who are you?
Such a pity.
God, I remember this cutscene so vividly. This is actually the first anything that I saw from Dragon Quest VIII. I remember I was at a friend's place and he was playing Dragon Quest VIII when I walked in, and this was the cutscene. This was the cutscene that was playing at the time. And after I saw this cutscene, I knew for a fact that I needed to play this game myself. I just knew it. It's such a good first impression of Dolmagus. It gives him a sort of eeriness, I feel, where he's both threatening but also, for example, that's the phrase "such a pity," such a pity. The way he says it, it just works. It really just builds him up as a really good antagonist. Medea is well nicer, as you say, but she tells a lot of stories if you take the time of watching all the cutscenes, which is not easy, haha. In a casual playthrough you won't talk to her that much, you have to put effort into watching the cutscenes. The reason why the hero is a palace guard is because Medea recommended him to his father. Huh. You know, I've not watched all Medea's cutscenes ever, I think, so maybe I should actually go out of my way to do that this time.
Pity? What are you talking about? Who are you? Answer me.
Me? I am Dulmagus, and I was referring to the fragility of human life.
Fragility? What do you mean? My sword. I can't draw my sword.
I said such a pity. A terrible pity that a shining young star like you should chance to encounter me.
What have you done to me?
Fuck, just the way how he teleports around. So fucking cool.
Dulmagus. I won't forget this.
What? You won't forget my name? You're too kind. I shall return the favor and remember yours as well. Now, let us finish this before I feel any more pity.
Dulmagus.
It has been an honor making your acquaintance. You may rest assured, your death will not be in vain.
Just how he fades out when he laughs. It's amazing. For Angelo instead, I really like the moment in Neos where you defeat Marcello.
Now you have seen what the statue saw, my traveling friends.
Yeah, honestly, Angelo's a good character. He's a bit scummy when it comes to women and everything, but overall, the whole point is that while he pretends to be a playboy and everything, underneath it all, he is a good guy. And the scene where he... The scene where Angelo talks to Marcello about the first time he entered the chapel, and that Marcello, before he knew who Angelo was, showed genuine kindness to him. That shit was gold. That was a great freaking scene. Can't wait to get there. When we get there in the game. I think that when it comes to characters, Dragon Quest VIII has some of the best. I'm not sure if I prefer Dragon Quest V though, because the relationship between Bianca and the main character is pretty great. And even the other ones, like Minnie and her sister that was added in the 3D in the DS version, they both have their good character moments. And the fact that the main character isn't actually the hero. Hell, even the scene with the dad, that he sacrifices himself for the hero. That's a great fucking scene. Absolutely love it. Honestly, but we're playing Dragon Quest VIII. I can start raving about Dragon Quest V if I ever start streaming Dragon Quest V. Yeah, isn't that what Dragon Quest succeeds at though? It's more about the character story instead of the main story. If you like character development, you have to play Final Fantasy IV. You know, I've never really heard people talk about Final Fantasy IV when they're talking about the best Final Fantasies. It's always been Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X. But never Final Fantasy IV. I don't even know what it's about.
I don't understand it myself. But it seems the statue of Alexandra has been awaiting your arrival. If the memory of my tale can serve you on your quest, it would bring great relief to my soul. My stay here is coming to an end. It's time for us to part.
No! Alistair! Don't leave me!
One final thing, Jess. Mother may try to stand in your way. Nevertheless...
Okay, so what's Final Fantasy IV about? Just try to sell it to me. I might even give it a shot at that point. I'm sure it's on Steam somewhere, or I could emulate it if I really don't feel like it. My favorite character in this game maybe is the dumber lol, which is Yangus. Yeah, Yangus is a fan favorite. There's a reason why he got his own spin-off.
Follow your heart, and do as you must. Farewell, my little sister.
What a tragic affair.
Well, he was Trode with us the entire time?
There can be no question. This is Dolmagus' treachery.
Cool, blimey!
It would appear that Alistair also wishes us to bring Dolmagus to justice. His sacrifice shall not be in vain. Now, we have yet another reason to stop Dolmagus' foul reign of terror. I shall await you by the carriage. Cheerio!
Hey there, you alright? Guess we'll just leave you alone.
I really must apologize for my behavior. We'll talk more later. But I need to be alone right now. I'll see you back at the village.
Yeah, see you later. Pretty place, this tower. Well, on FF4 you actually control all the party members. Unlike FF13, you have to put in effort to win fights for starters. Hahaha. I don't think I have any effect spells. But fuck that, no. Thank you, no thanks. Thank fuck they can't use Kaboom. Wait, did only one of them attack? Huh. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Really wish I had some sort of escape rope item already, but I do not. You know what, I'm just gonna flee all these. I think I'm a pretty decent level overall anyhow, so I don't really need to battle these random encounters. Call me lazy, but I just want to continue with the story. I still have a boss fight to do. Where the hell am I going? Maybe this way? Maybe. It's funny how you have these turning doors, but they didn't really play any part in the dungeon itself. Damn, these are some deadly fucking encounters. Having 3 of those frogs, a poison slime, and a damn imp. Even though the imps are a lot less dangerous in this game. Oh, they do have cold breath. Okay, they are as dangerous as I thought they would be. Wow, fuck. Yeah, I knew there was a reason why I was afraid of those fucking imps. That cold breath did a shit ton of damage. Nope. I'm like, well, I was selling FF4. Yep, keep going. You might even convince me to play it and buy it. Might even be off now that Steam has those Black Friday deals. Who knows? I don't think so though. From what I've seen, Final Fantasy isn't having a discount. Can I open this one up? There we go. Can I jump off here? Is that... There we go. That's pretty cool that they had that shortcut in mind. I don't think they do that anywhere else, where you just have a shortcut that takes you to the exit quicker. Oh, I did have evac. Now I feel silly. Okay, in FF4 you are set in a like medieval world which has 2 moons and where they have airships for some reason. They have airships in almost any Final Fantasy game. I'm also surprised they don't have them in most Dragon Quest games. But they do have a little bit more of a low medieval setting there. High fantasy but low tech level. You do have normal ships. Wait, actually, how many Dragon Quest games have airships? Not 1. I don't know about 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure 4 doesn't have 1. 5 definitely doesn't have 1. I don't know if 6 has 1. I know 7 has 1. Or maybe they're riding on a dragon. I'm not actually sure. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're back. You were ages. I was starting to get worried. So where's Jessica? Really? So you saw her in the town? In the tower. Well, it's not brilliant, but I suppose if she said she was coming back, then that's good enough. Thanks for your help, Felix. You were a bit of a pain at first, but you're pretty sound, I suppose. Oh yeah, I almost forget. I asked the inn if they'll be able to put you up for the night. Mesh and I put our pocket money together to pay for it, so you better not let it go to waste. I will let it go to waste. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, I think they have an airship, but they might just be riding on a dragon. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. 8, I'm pretty sure, is also a fairly low tech setting, so I doubt that. 8, we know, doesn't have airships, technically. You have a bird that you can ride. 9 has an air train, so that should count, I feel. 10. I'm pretty sure 10 is that Wii game. That isn't really a JRPG, but is still an actual numbered one. I don't think they have airships, but fuck if I've ever played it. And 11 I have played, but I didn't get too far into it, so I don't know if they have airships. The story follows a character named Cecil, which is a soldier. Oh, wait, I think some stuff is coming back to me. Soldier of Kingdom called Baron, which is doing shady things later, like robbing crystals from other kingdoms. Yeah, it's the Dark Knight one, right? Yeah, a little bit of that is coming back to me. I don't know much about it, but I've heard about some of it. Alright, let's see what's going on there. Hello.
Hold on there. This is a family matter. The lady will attend to you shortly.
I'm going to ask you again, Jessica. Are you entirely bereft of compassion? Will you not mourn your own brother's death?
Not this again! Of course I'm sad. I can't believe I even have to say it. But all you can think of is tradition and family obligations. I'm talking about avenging his murder.
Avenging? You will stop this foolishness this instant. You are a young lady, not a warrior. You really think Alistair would have wanted this? You will mourn your brother's death like a proper lady. It's our family's way.
You know, outside of the whole clearly being on Jessica's side because she's a party member and everything, I can say that I don't understand Rosalind's side on this. If your son just died and suddenly your daughter tells you that she's gonna go on a journey with a bunch of strangers trying to avenge her brother, and more than likely ending up fighting the person that killed her brother, I would also be super worried as a parent. So, as much as, you know, the whole proper lady thing I don't agree with, Rosalind isn't entirely wrong being worried about her.
Our family's way? Who cares about our family's way? I don't expect you to believe me, but Alistair spoke to me. He told me to follow my heart. That's why my mind is made up. I don't care about the consequences. I'm going to make Alistair's murderer pay.
Very well. It's obvious there's no talking to you. Do as you wish, but as far as I'm concerned, I no longer have a daughter. I want you out of this house at once!
Fine! I was planning on leaving until you came to your senses anyway! Bangers! Mash! Let me through! I'm getting my things!
Damn, she changed clothes quick.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth before. Forgive me.
Are you really leaving, Jessica?
Yeah, I am. And I want you two to watch over the village while I'm gone. Alistair told me this would happen. He said you two would protect the town and grow up to be famous warriors. Come on, chin up. Your mission guarding my room is over. I want you to patrol outside from now on.
Yes, sir!
Well, I'm leaving. Thanks for being such a great mum. Haven't...
See, so, well, after Cecil confronts the king about his doubts, the king decides to send him to an errand that seems peaceful, basically bringing a gift to the kingdom. The gift turns out to be a bomb, which destroys the kingdom. That's the only spoiler you're getting. So Cecil sets forth to a journey and gets to know people, all well characterized with a lot of character development, all of them iconic. The party members change based on the points where you are in the story, depending on what the characters are doing in the world. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. I don't know why Final Fantasy IV was such a blank for me, but now that you're telling me about the story and everything, it is coming back to me. I haven't played it and I don't know much about it, but yeah, it is familiar. Should I go to Jessica's room? I do that some other time. Don't think there's anything major there. Maybe some items, but And I believe Jessica should be joining. Should be joining us. Is she not supposed to be joining us? I don't fucking know, man. I'm just gonna keep going. No, it's a good sell. I might give it a go. I'm sure that Final Fantasy IV will at least get on sale during the Christmas sale, so... Right, I'm just gonna keep walking. I remember that Jessica joined you in the other town, I believe. So we don't actually have to get her to come with us now. Yeah, she is trying to get a ship in the other town, right? And then we have to fight a Kraken boss or something like that. I thought that we also would be finding a fighting a boss in the tower, but apparently I was wrong. Oh no. Can we not attack Can we not attack the please fox guys? Those fox guys are still pretty scary though. I remember clearly the second boss fight from when I was a kid, lol. Yeah, the second boss fight is a lot tougher. I'm hoping I'm high enough level for it, especially with my not so stellar equipment. I do also remember there being a chest here somewhere. And if I'm not mistaken, that chest holds a stone scythe, which would be a welcome upgrade for Yangus. It's not the X that I would like, but it is better than the starter weapon I have for him now. I wonder if there's some sort of weakness that octopus Kraken guy has that I've never explored. Maybe if Jessica has an electric spell of some kind, that could be pretty good. I remember the Kraken guy mostly being dangerous because he can psych up and hit like a truck. And he would always absolutely decimate Yangus, specifically Yangus. Then where's that stone axe? Am I just saying things? I can tell you something about it, haha. Sure. Not really much. There isn't really much spoiling gonna happen for me in this game because I know most of it. Is there some sort of chest here? I for the life of me remember there being some sort of chest here. Yeah, I think I was wrong. I can remember there being a stone scythe around here, but I might straight up be wrong here. That's my B. Maybe you can buy a stone scythe in the town. Or maybe it's on this beach, that's also possible. Whoa! Please don't be super fucking strong. Wow, that's actually a hard-hitting attack. And you attack twice. Wow, please don't survive 2 hits. I should probably go to the town first so that if I die, I can at least use a Chimera. No! Stop attacking me so much! He actually doesn't psych up, but he has a pretty scary attack. I believe he attacks twice per turn, and in the first round he always breathes fire. Which damage both hero and Genghis for 30 HP if you don't defend. Ah! That is something I do remember. Okay, we need to get the fuck out of here. We need to... Genghis' walk's always funny to me. Really wish I had some sort of... Can I not use it? Whatever. Alright. Well, as long as I know when to defend, I should be fine. But I do feel like it's gonna be tougher than usual. Because... Oh, fucking hell. When I used to play Dragon Quest VIII, when I was younger, I would always over-level and over-prepare like crazy, so... Not sure how I'm gonna do now. I might want to explore the beach area and all that, to see if I can get any weapons before then. Kinda shitty not exploring the beach area, but almost got absolutely decimated. Ooh, I might actually die. I think he has a cell that he does before the fire attack, so we should be fine on that front. Guys, I get it, you want to kill me, but please, I'd rather not die. Ooh. This is kind of scary. Okay, we're almost at the town. Good. I do want to explore this path a little bit more, but we can do that next time. Need to prepare for the boss and all that. I do remember there being some sort of... Is there a church? Yes. Now I want to replay FF4, by the way. Well, if you have it, you should do it. I don't really replay games all that much. I think the only ones I've ever replayed are the ones that are genuinely in my top 10 games of all time. And even then, some of them are more story-heavy games, so there isn't really much point in... Oh, no. Yes, thank you. So there isn't really much point in replaying them. Something like AI the Somnium Valve, for example. I really like the game, I love it even, but I already know everything, so replaying it for a third time is a little not useful. I don't think useful is the right word. Fuck! Keep pressing the wrong buttons. No. Hold up. Yes. Okay. I need to remember that circle isn't cancelling out. Resurrect. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna end it here though. I know what you mean, but maybe I'll come back in order to do some retro achievements, which sometimes are fun. Yeah, well, I think something like Final Fantasy IV is gonna be a game that you can replay, because it has a lot of gameplay as well. But things like Danganronpa, for example, after you've seen the story, there isn't really much point in going back, because part of the gameplay is really tied into the story. If you already know how everything will go, it's not as exciting. Same with Phoenix Wright. I don't think I would replay a Phoenix Wright game after I've already played it. Do you want to know? Alright, well, this is it for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Oh. Well, they're fun enough games. I think if you like anime stupidity, then you will find them enjoyable. But yeah, they're not for everybody. Also, if you're not into puzzle games, you are not gonna like AI. So, you know, that's something. Even though AI, I wouldn't exactly call a puzzle game, but it's still in the ballpark. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna eat something because I'm starving. By the way, bye. Bye to you too.